It's time to go ahead and upgrade the players that we've had yet to develop during the regular season. And like I said last episode, I would have did it last episode, but if I did, it's so many players that we haven't upgraded that if I did that last episode probably is like 35 minutes long or whatever. So we're doing that this episode, and we're starting off with Amari Barno, who again was a guy that we developed during the regular season once before. I can't remember what was the point max we got to before we actually edited him. But I do know when we acquired him, he was like, 66 or something like that. So now, as you can see, he's made a massive jump. We still got points. We got one more point. We added it to speed rusher, and he's made a massive jump to 87. Plus 5 block shedding. So he's going to be a beast, and he's a superstar. He's a superstar. We're trying to get him to the point where he's a superstar X Factor. So next up, we got Travis Hunter, who's got 5 dev points. I also would like to say, too, in the middle of this, if my voice sounds a little scratchy, a little deep or whatever, or if I sound a little congested, it's because I'm still getting over a cold that I have. But again, this content isn't going to make itself. I have to make it. So just excuse my voice, excuse the congestion. I'm very close to being 100% better. But again, content isn't going to make itself, and I have content that I need to put out. So Travis Hunter, we now have him maxed out at a 99 overall, and he's not fully maxed out because that's got the temporary plus the morale boost, but he's now maxed out at a 99 when you include all that. So we got Day Hill, who doesn't really see the field much at all. He's a 66. He's got a few points that we could develop with. He's at 5. So right now we got him. We continue to upgrade zone. He's a scheme fit for man, so I may add a point or two to that. Let's see. So plus 3 play recognition. Now I think we're just gonna go ahead and roll with zone and get him up to a 70. So he's up to a 7. We increased him to a 70. And he still has a hidden dev, which we haven't unlocked yet. But again, he hasn't seen the field, so we wouldn't know that. Tareem Powell, he has 5 points as well. He's had a pretty decent season himself. So 67. We add speed rusher upgrade for him. They're probably going to do speed rusher upgrade for every single one of them. Anybody that's like an outside linebacker or a defensive end, majority of the time, I'm going to upgrade them on speed rusher every time. Now, unless they're up there, like, see, if I was still upgrading Chop Robinson, which there's really no need to upgrade him like say so at this point because we got his rating is overall so high, I'd probably be doing like some run power rusher or run stopping. So JJ Pegues, let's see. So we got a few points for him. He's at 5. Again, another player who hasn't really seen the field. I wish I would have took the time out to go ahead and put emphasis on getting him developed. But, I mean, it's so many players across the board. You can't really hone in and focus on developing every single player. And we had a lot of draft picks. And a few players that we acquired from last season that oh, my God, but he's an X Factor. Oh, my God. I should have found a way to get him on the field. Baron Sorrell. That's another one. Fun fact about Baron Sorrell, I actually worked with his uncle, and his uncle told me about him before the season even started. He told me that he was playing for Texas and that his sister, which is his mom, makes sure to make it to every single game, whether it's at home at Texas or it was on the road. And he was telling me about his projections as far as the draft is concerned and everything this entire time. So it's a fun fact about Baron Sorrell. That's part of the reason I went ahead and drafted him in the game was because I know his uncle. So, but we got quite a few dev points for him as well. But it helps when you're an X Factor. So he was another hidden gem X Factor we have. So we got 4 points for Ashton Genty, who is a 94, now 95. When you factoring in the plus 5 for morale and the plus 1 for the temporary. So we're going to keep adding to elusive, and he's up to a 97. One more, and that should put him to a 98. Nah, it didn't. It just took away that plus 1 temporary. So technically, he's like a legit 92, but with the plus 5 morale, he'll be a 97. So now we got Jackson Powers Johnson next up. One of the guys that we were developing in year one, but I said would get more development in year two once I actually acquired a running back that I was going to focus on developing, like I have with Ashton Genty. And of course, just like I said, once I focused on, he didn't really develop a ton the first year because we weren't running like that. But now, coincidentally, in year two, I got me a running back that I'm developing and I'm building up. Had a great year with him. I think 1,800 yards rushing on the ground. And look, Powers Johnson and my rookie first round right tackle, Xavier Truss, developed big time. So that's the key to developing your offensive linemen. You can add them in your training activity, your weekly training as focus players, and that gives them a little boost. But when you run heavy and you're successful with your run, that's where you develop your offensive linemen. And so far, that's been key for us. We got Powers Johnson up there, and now we got Xavier Truss up to an 85. And again, he was like a 72, 73 when we drafted him in the first round, late first round. So we got GJ3, of course, my Florida Atlantic guy, who hasn't really seen the field because it's been all Ashton Genty, but I probably should eventually start working him in there and building him up as well. Let's see. So add one more point to elusive back. We want to get him as elusive as possible. And he still has a hidden dev trait that we haven't unlocked yet. Who else we got up next? DJ Uiagalelei. Another guy who hasn't really seen the field. He's been a backup, but he's not even really a backup. He's third string. We got Jordan McLeod backing up. So we probably got some points for Jordan to develop. So, but nonetheless, even with these guys being on the bench, they're accumulating points. I think part of the reason for that is them having a hidden dev trait and whatever hidden dev trait it is that they have. So let's see, we got throw under pressure +2, throw power +2. So he's a star. So yeah, that definitely helped. Desmond Tisdale, another guy, another one of my Florida Atlantic guys from my Florida Atlantic Dynasty rebuild that hasn't seen the field yet. So far, y'all done seen Day Hill at corner. Y'all done seen GJ3 at running back. And now you see Desmond Tisdale. Three guys from my Florida Atlantic Dynasty rebuild that I've had on this roster and haven't really played a significant amount of time or seen the field enough to really develop like that. But they all have hidden traits like you can see, so that's benefiting them so they can get those points. Shiloh Sanders has balled out this rookie season. And he's got 3 points to work with. Moves up to an 84 with the +3 morale. We're going to put it in zone because we run a lot of zone. Specifically, when we play in users, we run a lot of zone. +2 play recognition. So he's up to an 85. Another one from the zone. So he's at 86 with the +3 morale. So truly, he's an X factor. I think I announced that when I developed him the first time. So truly, he's an 83, but with the +3 morale, he's an 86. So we got Farley, who's got 3 points. Gonna add it to zone, get him up there. Like I said, we've been playing a lot more zone. When I started the franchise, we were doing more man-to-man than anything. But we play more zone now, so we want to make sure our guys are great in zone coverage. So we got him up to a 84 with +4 morale, so a true 80 overall. Then we got Kyron Johnson, who's got 3 skill points, adding that all to speed rusher. He's been having a really, really good season as well, but got overshadowed by Barno because Barno has gone crazy. So one more for that, and he's up to an 80 now, +3, or you could say 77 +3 morale. That puts him at an 80. Now we got Anthony Belton, another one of our rookie tackles who we acquired. He's a 73. Haven't really been focusing a ton on developing him like say so, but he does have 3 points, and we're using those where we need to use those at with him. And he's up to a 74, which he only moves up 1 point. He does have a hidden trait, but again, we haven't really been putting him on the field like say so. So Dylan Parham, Another guy who's been an existing member of the squad. I got to check out his contract because I think he might be up. Some of these guys might be up here soon, and that's part of the reason why I went and bolstered my offensive line through the draft. And let's see who else we had. Louis Singh, another breakout guy for me. Definitely so it's 3 points. I'm surprised it's only 3 points with the way he's played the last few games. He's been balling out. He's been getting turnovers left and right. So, but nonetheless, we got him up to a 78 so far with one more skill point at the zone. So he's a 79 plus 5 morale. So we just need to keep building that up. We need to keep building that. Hopefully, eventually he gets a dev trait because he's still a normal dev. Torrey Horton, yet another guy who hasn't seen the field. We'll probably move off of him in the offseason because it's just we got too many weapons at the receiver position to be focusing on somebody like Torrey Horton. Not that Torrey Horton's bad, but y'all know I already preached before that I like the high speed receivers. And typically somebody with like a 92, 93 speed would be sufficient enough for me. But this year I have so many 95, 96, 97 speed players that I ain't got time to be developing somebody with 92 speed. There we go. Speaking of Chop Robinson, there he is. He's a 98. You can see there's not really much we can do with him as far as developing wise. So he's a 98. We got Malik Willis in there who's got 2 dev points to work with. Haven't been focusing a ton on him, but again, you can see why. He's pretty much where we need. We don't need him to be maxed out at 99. As long as he's 95 plus, we good. And you can see he was 97. So we adding these 2 points where we need to add them to. He's superstar X Factor, so he's gonna be all right if I don't really like focus on developing him. Same thing with Quez Watkins. Now he's not 99, but he's up there. He's up there. We don't need to focus a ton on him, even though we had to this season because we had that scenario where he sat down with the coach and said, I need more touches. I need 100 catches and 20 carries. And although they robbed me of that scenario because I accomplished those things, but they said that I didn't accomplish those things. So I'm still baffled by not just that, but the whole situation with Ashton Genty. It makes no sense. The scenario engine is so broken. How do you accomplish the things that they ask you to accomplish? And then when it comes down to that scenario to be completed, they tell you that you didn't reach the goal. That's complete BS. So Graham Nicholson, our rookie kicker, he has 2 dev points. He goes +3 awareness, upgrade accuracy again, and gives a little upgrade. So he's up to a 77 right now. Now we got Mumford, another offensive lineman. Go ahead and upgrade him, his power. He only has 1 point. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to go all the way through with everybody that's left. Well, he had 2 points. I'm tripping. I don't know if I'm going to go through with everybody that I have left to upgrade because it really, at this point, it really doesn't matter a great deal. It's not like all of these guys are really seeing the field like, say, so DJ Glaze. It's not like these guys are really seeing the field like that to really be that much of an impact. I think anybody that really does see the field, I've already upgraded like, say, so. So this, I don't know how many more of these guys I'm gonna go through. Bernie, I could do Bernie because Bernie definitely sees the field. He has 3. Jaden Robinson has 3 skill points to work with. I'm gonna upgrade man to man for him. Might do some zone. We're gonna go man so we can match the man with the zone and have him a 66 on that, or not zone but slot. So I have him with a 66 at that. So that upgrades him to a 67, and he also has a superstar trait. So that's great right there. Let's see. Yeah, Amari Burney, definitely somebody who's been getting a lot of PT and been making some big plays when necessary. So upgrade him. Pass coverage, keep improving that pass coverage. So this would move him up to a 73. So that's a big jump. That's a big jump. So we got him up to a 73, and he has normal dev trait. Nothing to shy away from. Or let's see. Oh, I just saw Jordan McLeod on there. So All right, we got a lot of new abilities unlocked. I didn't even notice that during the process. Must be Barno. Yep, look, there goes Barno. Then we got Farley and Byron Young. So that's excellent right there. Let's go check out these abilities that we've unlocked. So we have recuperation. I definitely don't need recuperation. So let's check out what we have available for strip specialist. I know this one is when they can still tackle efficiently while trying to strip the ball. Instant rebate, I don't need that. Defensive rally, I don't need that. Defenders with disability, great bonus pass. Yeah, see, I don't need to grant no bonus pass rush. Buy one, get one free. I don't need that either. But also at the same time, it's not like we have a ton of abilities open. So persistent, use persistent. I can use persistent. Unfakeable. That might be doable, but persistent is definitely usable. Let's see what else we got. Instant rebate, defensive rally, buy one, get one free. Yeah, nah. Mr. Big Stop, defenders with disability will start and third and fourth. I don't know. I couldn't. It's the way my computer screen is looking right now. I couldn't really make out what that one was saying. So, all right. So Caleb Farley. Let's take a peek at Caleb. Strip specialist. Why would a corner need strip specialist? We don't need that. So we're gonna go ahead for unfakeable. Yeah, see, I could change both of these. Let's see. But again, doesn't have any return man recuperation on the ball. Players with disability are much less likely to be. Yeah, nah. We'll go ahead and use that, and then I guess we can keep unfakeable. It's not like we have a ton of options that we can use. So last one, Byron Young. See what we have for him. So recuperation. Oh wait, I forgot he has X Factor. So it's selfless pass rush. When selfless players are making plays, recuperation, instant, adrenaline rush. Oh yeah, he has a lot more. But I believe part of the reason for that is because he has an X Factor. So we have adrenaline rush. Pass rush moves, grant. So extra pop. Defenders with disability have a greater chance of forcing fumbles when landing perfect hit sticks. Definitely want that. Definitely need that. We can utilize that. We can put that to work. Persistent. We want to use that because we want to make sure once he gets in the zone, he stays in the zone. So we got spinner. Mr. Big Stop. Extra credit. Nah, I don't need the extra pass rush move. Strip specialist, run committed. Defenders with disability will dominantly. And see, I can't. The way this is coming, and I know my recording isn't that poor. It's just the way this is looking in this preview on my computer screen. When I record my game footage, I'm streaming it to my computer, so it looks different when I'm actually looking at it on my computer versus actually playing it on my console on my game. But that's going to be it right there. We're going to go ahead and cut it. That's it for this episode. Next episode, we'll jump off into actual playoff game action. But for the time being, as always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with not only this Raiders rebuild, but other Madden 25 content as well. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time, peace.